Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. How are you, everybody? This is Mr. Ahmed Nassar from English News. Today, inshallah, we are talking about the conditional sentences. The conditionals. If we have four main types for the conditional if: the zero case, the first, the second, and the third cases. To understand the conditional sentences, we should start asking ourselves about the situation. How real or possible the situation is. In real situations, we use the zero case. In probable situations, we use the first case. If it is improbable situation, we use the second case. If it is impossible situations, we use the third case. Let's start with the zero conditional. The zero conditional is used if we are talking about facts, habits, rules, instructions. بنستخدمها دايما للتعبير عن الحقائق أو العادات. We have if clause and the main clause. The if clause is present simple and the main clause is also present simple. The present simple is the only tense which is used to express facts, and so we use it whenever we are talking about facts. If I'm late for school, my teacher gets angry. I am present simple. My teacher gets present simple. Let's have some more examples. If it is cold, light the fire. Instruction. Children can swim if an adult is with them. Rules. That means they are not allowed in other cases. If it is hot, I go to the beach. Habit. Ice melts if it is put in water. Facts. That means we use the zero conditional if we are expressing facts, habits, rules, instructions. Let's have some more examples. If I oversleep, I miss the bus. If I miss the bus, I'm late for school. If I'm late for school, my teacher gets angry. Let's move to the first conditional. The first conditional is used if you are expressing probability, something which is more probable, which is likely to happen, but it is not a must. To say, if I go to London, I will see Big Ben. If I go to London, I will see Big Ben. We used go, present simple, and the main clause is will plus infinitive. That means future simple. يبقى الحالة الأولى بنستخدمها لما يكون أمر ممكن حدوثه. If I go to London, I will see the Big Ben. If I go to Egypt, I can visit the pyramids. If I go to London, I must look right before crossing the street. Let's move to the second conditional. The second conditional is used if we are expressing improbability. Improbability معناها أقل في درجة الاحتمالية, because it is something subjective. It's not a real situation. We use the past simple, and for the main clause we use would, could, might plus the verb. If I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. If I were is the past form of verb to be. If I were, I would travel. It's something imaginary. If I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. If I traveled in a spaceship, I would go to Mars. If I went to Mars, I would meet a Martian. If I met a Martian, I wouldn't understand him. The Martian are people who live on Mars or creatures that live on Mars. Sure, it's imaginary. If I didn't understand him, I would come back to the earth. Let's move to the third conditional. The third conditional is the only case which is used to express impossibility because the opposite of the action took place already in the past. الحالة الوحيدة اللي بتعبر عن الماضي أو عن الندم because the opposite of that لأن عكس الحدث وقع بالفعل في الماضي. We use past perfect tense and for the main clause we use would, could, might plus have plus past participle. If I had studied hard, I would have passed my exams. We can understand from this sentence that I didn't study, so I didn't pass the exam. I didn't study, so I didn't pass the exam. If you had studied hard, you wouldn't have failed your exams. If you had passed your exams, you could have gone to the beach. If I had gone to the beach, I would have made 10 castles. لو بصينا على الجمل كلها هنلاقي استخدمنا had plus past participle, that means past perfect, and then we used would, have plus past participle. Now we finished talking about the 4 types of if or the 4 cases. As we said, the 0 case we use present simple, present simple. The first case we use present simple and future, can, will, must. The second case we use past simple, but keep in mind it's imaginary. We use past simple and would plus infinitive. For the third case we use past perfect, that means had plus past participle, and then would have plus past participle. Now let's have a test. This will be your homework for today. Read and answer the questions using the correct form of if. I gave you an easy exercise. I define the type of if that's going to be used. For example, the first one, the conditional sentence type 1. We use the first case. The conditional sentences type 2. We use the second. And the conditional sentences type 3. Read the sentences and write the correct form of verbs. After finishing your exercise, you can move to the correction to find out if you have really understood our session or not. Thank you and see you next time with the second part of the conditional sentences. Thank you. Goodbye.